Hi guys, it's me, Bit. I was working and it was slow, so I went through some things. I looked at Foodie Beauty and a couple more people and came across Truthfully Trisha, which she should change her name to Delusional Trisha because she thinks everybody's out to get her. Everybody. Now, nothing's her fault. It's always somebody else. Somebody wants to they want her to quit streaming. They want to see her die. They want to see her kill herself. She's always the victim. Uh, but anyway, this is a very interesting video that or stream that she's streaming, and I had some comments on it. So let's listen to her. I think she's been slapped in the face with reality finally.
Something I didn't plan for, something I didn't see coming. And what do I do about it? Do I sit here and cry, or do I make things happen? Am I going to go out and get what I want? I'm going to take a moment to cry. I'm going to take a moment to cry.
Gotta get those tears
because
going.
I'm not afraid to share my feelings. I never have. Well, I have. Excuse me. I had. Until I picked up the phone.
Ow.
And I vlogged from the beach. When I thought my whole world, I had nothing left. And if I could go back, to the Trisha that was fat, sitting on her couch, talking shit about people, who the hell was I? It's when everything is stripped away from you, almost everything, that you realize the grand scheme of things, that how life is, nothing is permanent. It's all an infinite game. And to be a winner at life, girl, there are people who are stalking me.
Here we go again.
Who found me wherever I was, wherever I'm going. These people aren't content until I'm no longer existing.
Always the same thing. People are stalking her and they want to see her dead. Always.
If you've survived a relationship where that person wants you dead.
Okay, now, every time she talks about her ex-husband, first he used to beat her, and then she always adds something on. Every time she talks about that relationship, she adds a new kind of beating on. Now, he wanted to see her dead. Apparently, he was trying to kill her.
They will find other ways to make sure you end up that way if you don't protect yourself. If you don't protect yourself, they will find a way. Domestic violence is scary.
To people it really happened to, yes.
And I wasn't prepared. All of those destructive behaviors, all of those things that I participated in, because I had no mission, I had no purpose, I had no goal. I didn't experience things, I didn't meet people. I was very toxic way back when, 5 years ago. And if I could reach back and tell that woman, stop. All the time and effort and energy you spent online, build your life. 5 years ago, go back to the gym, go back to school. make something of yourself in spite of the situation that you're in, get offline, right? But no one told me how to get offline. You don't
You know, your daughter and your husband kept telling you to get offline, but you wouldn't listen. You wouldn't listen. You brought them and everything around you to YouTube. Everything, everything about your life you put on YouTube, and they kept begging you to get off of YouTube.
know how to do it until it just kind of happens. You look bald. Good. I'm pretty bald. Who cares? Only you care if my hair is yellow. Only you care. Who cares? All of the external things. No amount of makeup is going to help you through something like this. No amount of things that you buy at Kohl's. I would have made a plan. I spent so much time vlogging instead of listening to motivational speakers and positive things. Instead of building routine and building my life, I was wallowing in toxicity. Right now, I've been handed a challenge.
What? Here we go.
I never thought of that would happen. Rejection hurts. Rejection is painful. Rejection is God's greatest blessing, because I believe that right now, so when people say I am owning up to my bullshit, that the person who I was is not the person who I am now, and it's not the person who I'm going to be. I needed direction. I needed help to find my way. And that's my job, to help you.
What? Definitely don't need
We
your
get
kind of help.
caught up in situations where we find our comfort zone. We're comfortable, right? But when you're stripped away of the things that quintessentially make you feel in that place, I'm really grateful and thankful for an opportunity to have learned some things. I'm humbling myself to the reality that is my life. I'm documenting my struggle.
My lips are so dry. I don't have my chance here.
I am documenting my truth. If you don't prepare yourself now, if you don't prepare yourself, be careful with the relationships that you make with people, because you never know when you need other people's help. If you think that you can do it all by yourself, sometimes you can't. I can't do this by myself right now.
Wonder how many people would be there to help you had you not pushed them all away.
Right now, I am humbling myself and saying that I got myself in a position and I'm going to get myself out of it. I got myself caught up in a position and I'm going to get myself out of it. And once you lose control of yourself, someone else has control of you. I know I was put here for a reason. I have a story.
How
I'm
true is the
sharing
story?
my struggle. I'm sharing my truth. God has me here for a reason. Whether good or bad or indifferent, I'm here for a reason. And right now, I am struggling. I'm in a corner. And you don't put baby in a corner. But right now I'm in a corner. And I got to find my way out of it. I painted
Yeah, here.
myself in a corner. All of the choices that I made, all of the things that I have done in my past has come back to bite me. But I was ignorant. I was immature. I was selfish because I put myself there. I didn't think of the long-term effects because way back when, 5 years ago, I wanted to die. And now I want to live. Depression, and that. So what do we do? What do we do? You shouldn't share on YouTube. I will share on YouTube. I wanted to die on YouTube. Why can't I live on YouTube? My heart has been broken. But I know every day that I wake up crying for money. No. I wish. Pay me the money, y'all. Give me the money.
Why should you keep going like
I said some
this?
horrible things a long time ago that have now come full circle to bite me in my ass
Yeah.
because I was in a place that I didn't care. I projected an image of someone that does not exist. I put myself there. And I was wrong, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry for not having a purpose and argued with trolls and avatars all day.
You still do.
I felt stuck. I was hurting. I was desperate for attention.
You still are.
I wanted validation. I wanted attention. I wanted to feel something, but that wasn't it. So what's happening right now, I accept full responsibility, accountability, and karma. Because if karma is such a thing, it's true. And all the haters are back there laughing their asses off, seeing me cry. But I'm
But
not
you're not really crying. You're fake crying. We could tell because you crinkle your face up and you're just forcing yourself to cry. You're forcing it.
giving up. I am not giving up. I am going to fight my way through this. So let them speculate, let them try to find me. I'm resilient and I'm strong at these little battles that I fight. I'm working hard every day
Well, get on
to
with your
accomplish my
story.
dreams. I have a dream.
See, she can't even tell what happened. This big thing that's happening to her. She can't even get to it without building herself up first and talking about how people are laughing at her. She can't do it. She's got to make herself look so good first. Admitting her mistakes and her flaws and all that, and then telling how she's changed and how she's a different person. She can't get to the fucking story. She's got to keep going on about herself.
So people may try to take things away from me. You can you can take away your love. You can take away my home. But you won't take me away. Home is not a place, it's a feeling.
Keep going.
Home is not a place, it's a feeling.
Oh my God.
And right now, I don't have a home.
Here we go.
The harsh reality of... So I went through a divorce and I fucked up. I didn't do the financials. I didn't make him financially responsible for all of the debt that occurred in our marriage. So he got away scot-free. That's not what happened.
Blaming him.
See, you sign a lease every year, and it's up to the landlord whether or not they want to renew that lease. And so, my landlord chose not to. I streamed from that house. My hater got in contact with him.
Blame.
He chose not to renew my lease. The hardest thing that I had to do was return the key.
Force those tears out. Go ahead, do it.
But just before that, I found my office space to build my business. So one positive thing that happened sometimes you learn how strong you really are when you realize that's all you got. When everybody turns their back against you because you did this to yourself. You put yourself in that position. You've got no one else to blame.
She speaks the truth there, because I was homeless because of my drug abuse. I couldn't stay with my sister, my niece, my brother, nobody, because I was the one who chose to do drugs. So I was extremely homeless. I didn't have an office to go to. I slept under bridges. I only did that about 3 times. This went on for months. We'd have to hustle to get money to stay in these sleazy motels with cockroaches and ugh, I don't even want to talk about that. Eventually, we'd find somebody to let us sleep on the couch for a couple nights. We stayed in abandoned trailers, basements of apartment buildings. We would sneak in and lay on the actual basement floor. So I know all about homeless.
Did I demonstrate behaviors that were not becoming? Yes. Did I act like a grown-up woman? No.
You're right about that.
Did I do things that upset people and push them away? Yes. I'm sorry. I just wanted to be loved. I just wanted to have something. But right now, it's just me and God. They won't let me get over my past. And I go back to it like last night. It was wonderful to talk to that moon bear person because she has potential. She has a beautiful voice, and hopefully it'll be used in the right way. But I am the consequence of my actions.
Good. You should. There's no one else to blame.
And now I find myself. So I didn't do my divorce the right way. I didn't get a lawyer. I was a fool. I was my own lawyer. I thought I could do it. And guess what I did? So my credit is wrecked. Because the places that we lived in, and he fucked them up.
Oh, he did.
But y'all don't know all the details.
Oh, he did. Blame it on someone else.
Because when someone abuses you, they want to keep you isolated.
Wow.
They want to keep you dependent on them. My ex-husband, I'm talking about.
Like you always do. I wonder what website she went to find out everything about domestic violence so she could have a story to tell. Look at that face. I mean, it must have been really hard for him not to smack her a couple times because she's got a mouth. You know that she cannot control her mouth, especially when she was with him. She would run her mouth. If she was so afraid of him, she wouldn't run her mouth like we all saw when she was throwing him out of the house. If he was such a terrible person, he would have knocked that camera out of her hand and knocked the shit out of her. But he didn't. He kept his cool and he kept going. I'd say bullshit. I call bullshit like I have from the very beginning. I give him a lot of credit for keeping his cool with this woman.
Consequence for your actions. If you don't have a plan and you break free and you do all the shit that I did, you're gonna fuck up. He used to accuse me of hiding money. And instead, what did I do? I vlogged and bought makeup and all the material things that don't mean shit. I didn't plan for my future. All the damn baseball cards that he wanted. Trying to bend over backwards so he wouldn't hurt me.
Blaming it on him again.
Instead, I should have been paying off the debts. Instead, so I'm shunned by a particular group of people. No. I had my house when I got my... I just gotten over COVID, and I found the perfect location to start my business. I got my business up, well, not up, but I found the place, I signed the lease, I got in, and then I got a letter from my landlord that said, I'm not renewing your house lease. But I have my business. I have the one shining light. I have the one thing. So far, knock on wood.
Yeah.
I still have that. I still have that. That's what's keeping me going in that sense. But so then my hater, she makes up all these things. She said I moved in with my daughter. She said I moved in with her friends. No. I don't live with my daughter. I don't live with her friends. No. I have a storage space, so her friends help me. Oh, yes, I'm doing this all for money, guys. Please go to my PayPal, truthfullytrisha@gmail.com. I'd love to have sushi tonight.
Still had to throw it
You're
out
not
there, though.
hidden. The old proverb, life and death is in the power of the tongue. It's true.
I will say one thing. I was desperately in a situation where I had to, well, I was going to be homeless. I probably would put my information out there to try to get some help. Um, but don't say you're not trying to get money and then throw your information out there.
And also, you got to think before you speak. And the internet is forever.
Uh, this is the longest I've been out there. I think I'm going to do a part two because we know now what her big problem was. And I'm interested to see what she has to say after this. So if I find it interesting, I will make a number two. If not, this is just her doing her usual, blaming everybody else, even though she says it's her fault for everything. You notice how quickly she turned it around to it being her ex-husband's fault. It's no longer her fault now. It's his fault for her problems right now. Okay, guys. I have to take care of a few things because I did just get off of work and came right on the computer. And yeah, that's it. I will see you guys whenever I can. I think I'm gonna maybe later tomorrow throw out a question and have you guys answer it. See how that goes. It's something. I'm trying to think of things. All right, guys. I will see you later. Bye now.